Take three. What's up, guys? Josh here. So I just shot a review on my new Kershaw Emerson. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied here. But what I wanted to actually compare it to was a Kershaw Emerson Wave versus an actual zip tie mod. So I'm a big fan of the zip tie mod. It's so cheap, it's so easy. As long as there's a hole up there, the zip tie mod could stay put, fairly secure. You're fine. Obviously, everybody started zip tie mod on the Spydercos just because it's simple to do. It actually, for me, I actually kind of like it with the zip tie on there. It's actually easier for me to use a spider hole. So, but again, I was thinking about this. I'm like, wait a minute, I actually have my zip tie mod Spyderco here. So here's the Tenacious. Pretty much these knives are very identical. Obviously, this is these are considered standard EDC carrying knives. Not too big, not too small. Got nice utility out of them. But what I wanted to do was actually show you guys what I found and what I like is easier. Now, if you guys were looking for a toe comparison here, the actual blade steel. Let's check that. Let's see if I can hold this properly. I'm trying to sight this. Kershaw's a hair thicker. Tenacious is a hair thicker. Not much, but just a hair thicker. Did I say Kershaw? I mean Spyderco's a hair thicker. Spyderco's a hair thicker. Overall width, exactly the same. I mean, maybe microscopically different. Now, in terms of weight, I'm sorry that I had this pulled up already. So the Kershaw is, and I can't find it, 5.1 ounces. Tenacious is 4.1, so it is a little lighter. It does feel lighter. This Kershaw is pretty heavy. They could have probably gotten away with no liner on this side. I mean, just obviously, Cold Steel has proven that you could go a full G10 knife and be strong. Even their Skyline is a G10 on one side and stainless on the other. So they could have actually lightened this thing up a little bit just to kind of get it into under the 5 ounce mark. Obviously, this one's a little beefier looking. It's got a, from here to here is a lot wider. It's a little over an inch. It's probably like 1.25 inches right there. This guy's a little more narrow. I'm getting these both opened up. I modified my blade on here to be a bit more like paramilitary too. So don't compare the blade, the actual edge. So this guy's a little more narrow. So we'll put him on top. So you can kind of see very similar all around. This guy's good fit in the hand. I mean, with nice thumb ramp. I mean, really holds well in the hand. This one, good. I actually say the Tenacious is a little bit more hand-friendly, ergonomic. Just has a little better feel. Maybe it's just because it's a bit more traditional. But this one, you definitely get your good grip on there. This thing's not coming out of your hand easily. You really lock this thing into your hand. The jimping is actually stamped in there. This is not cut. So this thing has actually been mass-produced like crazy. This is the full body and liner is all stamped. Those are stamped out, mass-produced parts. You can see the die cuts on the actual jimping from when they hammered this thing out of with one big punch. So I know a lot of these, you see a lot of new ones, they're lasering them just because it's easier. You could do shorter runs, but they're mass-producing the hell out of these things. But you know why? This thing they were able to get on you could buy this from Blade Headquarters for $35. This guy you could buy for $40. This is a more expensive knife, but hey, look what you see in there. You see a little bit of bronze. This thing actually has white Teflon washers. So you are getting a bit better quality with the Spyderco Tenacious. The blade steel, 8CR 13 MOV. This one claims to be 8CR 14 MOV. I mean, we're just talking about points here. Obviously, they could both probably be hardened to the same. Yeah, this is a little stouter blade. But with their full flat grind, let me try to back that up. Focus for me. Spyderco is a gorgeous grind. That full flat grind, and this one the Kershaw kind of mimics it. Really kind of mimics it, but I mean, with that extra ground-in swage there, that's what kind of gives it the appearance. But yeah, that's still a nice profile on that blade. Not too thick, not too thin. Obviously, you can dig out splinters. It's pointy enough to really get in and do any detail work if you need to. But alright, let's get actually down to what I'm here for. Opener. Is the Emerson opener better than the fake Emerson opener? The cheat Emerson opener? I actually think it's not. So, I've EDC'd this knife for a long time, and it opens up gorgeous in the pocket. But then, you get this guy, it's a little stiffer, a little harder. And let's put this in a pocket for you guys. Maybe we could kind of simulate this. I am not about to, let me get my kids' book out of the way. I'm not about to stand in front of the camera and flip this thing out for you. Got too much pride for that, guys. Come on. So, as these things are sticking in here, alright, we got the concept. You go to pull him, it opens up easy enough. Now, this guy's actually backwards, so let me slide him over. What the heck? Come on. And this is actually why I'm going to tell you that Spyderco wins. Zip tie mod wins against Emerson opener. What? How could that be possible? Yeah, it's true, guys. I failed twice with that Emerson opener. For some reason, it just didn't want to come. So, for some reason, this guy just wants to still open up a hair easier. The actual Kershaw wave, that one was nice, but the hook on there was so extreme. You literally couldn't pull the knife out of your pocket if you didn't want it to open without it opening. So I don't even know if I said that properly. It was just too aggressive and too large of a hook. It was too easy. I actually think Emerson's hook is almost too small. Maybe he didn't want it to deploy accidentally. But right now, the actual wave feature, zip tie mod, actually opens up easier. Alright, you guys are probably going to hate me for that. Well, it is what it is. That is my opinion. Some of you guys might highly disagree. Now, in terms of opening and closing this thing, I think the thumb disc works nice. But Tenacious actually opens up a little easier. I feel a little awkward here. The liner's very out of position for me. This guy's very easy to release that lock. Yeah, my hands I got better dexterity with that. This one, yeah, it's hard to do. Maybe I just gotta get used to it. Clip now. Clips are very similar. They're not that far off of each other. Same about overall length. This guy is is pretty friendly on say if you're sitting on wood chairs. It's not going to scrape up as much. Obviously, the more bigger, rounder things are, the smoother they tend to be. But overall, I mean, you guys got the same amount sticking out of your pocket. They're both pretty obvious. If this were the case, I'd actually say the Spyderco is more obvious because then you got this big, I don't know, just the big clip mechanism just sticks out more. Strength-wise, again, this is a brand new clip. That is a very strong clip. Kershaw's stiffer. This is very difficult to get in and out of my pocket. I was testing this thing. Spyderco was just easier to slide in and out. Again, this is a little more broken in, but the G10 is very similar. Actually, heck, it's probably from the same manufacturer of the G10. I mean, the pattern is almost identical. Obviously, cold steel is very aggressive, but these are nice, smooth. They're friendly. They give decent, but what I don't like, though, is the Phillips. I do not like Phillips. This is nice. Slot screwdriver. That was very nice. I was able to adjust this easily. Even if I just found another knife, I mean, I'm sure we could kind of tweak this thing and, tighten or, we can makeshift something to tighten this thing. But these Phillips screws, they were very stiff, very hard, and you could easily strip them. Not strip the screw, but strip out the Phillips itself. It does not bite very well. Yes, it is nice and convenient that it's Phillips, but I actually prefer Torx. I do have Torx drivers that is nice to have, and it's a very good fastener and a very good system. I don't know what else to say about this, guys. I'm hoping somebody, if you guys have any questions, hit me up with it. I mean, obviously I have both knives now, so get you aim you guys up a little. So we get my thumbs out of the way. Yeah, both clips have the same height and profile, pretty much. I like the pillar construction on the Tenacious. Tenacious does have better fit and finish, hands down, better fit and finish. Yeah, that's in terms of nice height, good utility out of both of them. I'm not dragging my knuckles, or well, I'm touching my knuckles, but you could do a lot of good detail work, slicing boxes, rope, anything like that with both of these. Guys, I think I actually prefer my Spyderco Tenacious. If you're talking about wave feature, I almost want to laugh at me even saying that. It seems so wrong. It really does. But this one seems to be opens up easier for me rather than the actual Kershaw, the actual Emerson feature. Yeah, maybe Emerson should design himself a zip tie mod for his knives. Oh, what an insult. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If this was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Guys, if you like it, you like more videos on knives, tools, just weird contraptions, backyard engineering, half-assing. No half-assing, I'm kidding about that part. But, guys, if you like what you see, please subscribe. Yeah, the more you guys help me, the more I could actually expand on my videos and do different reviews on new things. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Love you.